Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Boys Section Online Class 7. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Saeed, your English teacher. Today we are going to discuss unit number 5. The name of the unit is AAMER'S CAFÉ. Before starting on the text of the story, AAMER'S CAFÉ, I would like to discuss the brief summary of AAMER'S CAFÉ so that you will be able to have an outline of the story. Amer's Cafe is a sad story of Amer's life. He is a daydreamer. वो जो हवाई किले तामीर करने वाला होता है उसे कहा जाता है, या ख्याली पुलाव बनाने वाले को कहते हैं daydreamer. वो हमेशा ख्याली पुलाव ही बनाता रहता है. He has a strong desire to make his life better. He makes a lot of plans but cannot succeed in fulfilling his desires. He cannot fulfill even a single desire. At last, he saves some money to buy a place adjacent to a park nearby his house and open his cafe there. Ultimately, he saves money and he decides to open a cafe in a plot that is adjacent to a park nearby their house. He shares his dream with his wife, who feels that it is another pipe dream like many others which could not be materialized. His wife did not believe that her husband would be able to open a cafe there because he had already been discussing a lot of plans with his wife, so she did not believe in him this time also. But Amer is determined to open his cafe and shares his plan with his wife. Thinking about his dreams, he is always thinking about this very dream. Actually, he is going on his work in the morning, but he is struck against a truck and dies over there. So his obsession with his pipe dream brings about his death. With this, the story comes to an end. The plot of the land stood adjacent to the park. Adjacent means close to, adjoining, saath mila hua. Nobody had thought of developing this site. Developing means make better. Nobody thought to make the site better because everyone had assumed. Assumed means supposed, guessed, it was part of the park. Actually, all the people forgot whether it was a plot or it was a part of the park. So nobody thought of developing this site. Nobody thought of improving this site. A building had once stood on the plot. On this plot there was once a building, a house, but now there was only a heap of rubble. Heap means pile, dher, ambar of rubble. Rubble means ruins of broken building. टूटी हुई बिल्डिंग का जो मलबा होता है, यानी वो जो घर वहाँ था अब वो टूट फूट का शिकार हो चुका था और अब वहाँ सिर्फ उसका मलबा रह गया था. 3 or 4 walls still remained outlining. Outlining means sketch. Only 3 or 4 walls of that house, the house that had broken down now, and the rubble of that building was there. Rubble means ruins of broken building. Only 3 or 4 walls still remained outlining. Outlining means sketch, where rooms had once been. But it would only be a matter of time before these too crumbled. Crumbled means crushed, broken. They would also break down the walls and joined the large heaps of debris. Heaps means I have already told you pile, dher, ambar. Debris means debris and rubble are synonymous to each other. Debris means ruins of broken building, मलबा जिसे कहते हैं on the ground. यानी उन दीवारों ने भी टूट फूट के उसी मलबे का हिस्सा बन जाना था. Bricks, stone, slabs, rotten bits of wood with protruding nails. Protruding means projecting, jutting out. यानी वो वहाँ लकड़ी के कुछ पीसीस थे जिनमें लोहे के कील बाहर निकले हुए थे. Broken glass and twisted rusting metal along with heaps of smashed tiles. Smashed means broken. There were a lot of things there were widely strewn around the area. Strewn means scattered. All these things were scattered in that area because nobody took care of the place, and there were a lot of things scattered there. some partially and dangerously hidden and covered by a thick undergrowth. Undergrowth means bushes, वहाँ बहुत सारी झाड़ियाँ उगाई थीं, वो उनके ऊपर चढ़ आई थीं, of thorn shrubs and grasses. There were a lot of thorn shrubs and grasses there that had covered all most of the things which were scattered there. A large mulberry tree stood in what was at one time the front garden of the house. There was a small piece of land in front of the house and there was a mulberry tree. Mulberry शहतूत के दरख्त को कहते हैं. But these two had now been swallowed up. Swallowed up means engulfed. यानी वो जो शहतूत का दरख्त था वो भी तकरीबन ख़त्म हो चुका था. And enveloped by creepers. Enveloped means wrapped up, covered. उसको कवर कर लिया था क्रीपर्स. क्रीपर्स बेलों को कहते हैं जो बेलें उगाती हैं. श्राउडिंग इट, कवरिंग इट एंड स्टाइफलिंग इट्स ग्रोथ. स्टाइफलिंग मीन्स रिप्रेस, सफोकेटिंग, यानी उस शहतूत के दरख्त की जो ग्रोथ थी, उसका जो बढ़ना था, उसको उस क्रीपर ने उसकी ग्रोथ को रोक दिया था. दी ओवर राइप मेलबरीज, वो जो ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा पके हुए शहतूत थे, अनपिक्ड एंड अनटेस्टेड. नोबडी पिक्ड दैम एंड नोबडी टेस्टेड दैम, नोबडी एट दैम सेव बाय बर्ड्स, यानी वो जो परिंदों से बच गए थे वो शहतूत हैड फॉलन एंड रॉटेड. रॉटेड मीन्स डिकेड, गल सड़ रहे थे. ऑन द ग्राउंड ब्लॉचिंग मीन्स पुट मार्क्स, पुट स्पॉट्स, make marks, make spots. Innumerable surfaces. Innumerable means countless. बेशुमार surfaces with dried red smears. Red smears means red spots, red marks. आपको याद होगा कि शहतूत वो रेड कलर के होते हैं, जब ज़मीन पे पक के गिर जाते हैं तो वो जगह जगह फिर उनके निशान पड़ जाते हैं. There was a time when the boys of the neighborhood had climbed the branches of mulberry and delighted. Delighted means glad, happy in picking and savoring. Savoring means enjoy, relish the sour fruit. यानी वो शहतूत के दरख्त के ऊपर चढ़ जाते और वो जो खट्टे मीठे शहतूत होते थे वो खाते थे. बट नाउ नो वन वेंचर्ड ऑन. वेंचर्ड मीन्स डेयर्ड टू डू अ डिफ़िकल्ट टास्क टू दिस अनकेयर्ड फॉर साइट. वेंचर्ड ऑन, अब कोई जुर्रत नहीं करता था वहाँ जाने की. वट वंस हैड बीन अ फ्लरिशिंग हाउस. फ्लरिशिंग मीन्स ग्रोइंग, प्रोग्रेसिंग हाउस एंड गार्डन, पल्सेटिंग विद लाइफ एंड लॉफ्टर. Pulsating means throbbing with life and laughter. Now stood empty, desolate. Desolate means deserted, empty. Deserted and empty have the same meanings and forgotten. It means that nobody dared to go to that place where there was a mulberry tree, and with mulberry tree there was once a house, but there were a lot of things scattered over there, broken pieces of tiles, bricks and a lot of other things, so nobody went there now. Amar lived not far from this unusual sight. Dear students, actually now starts the story of Amar. Till now we have just read that there is a park and adjacent to that park there is a plot. Once there was a house in that plot and there is a mulberry tree also in front of the house. That was once the garden of that house. Actually Amar wants to start his cafe in that plot. Amar lived not far from this unusual sight in a house that he had acquired. Acquired means got, gained, with hard earned. हार्ड अर्नड मीन्स गेट विद हार्ड वर्क, जो उसने बड़ी मेहनत से वो अपना घर हासिल किया था. विद हार्ड अर्नड मनी. ही पास्ड द साइट बाय द पार्क एवरी डे. वो रोज़ाना उस पार्क के पास से गुजरता था. ऑन हिज वे टू वर्क, riding his bicycle, or more often than not pushing it ahead of him, for attached to it were two large baskets laden with. Laden means loaded with his wares. Wares means goods for sale. Actually वो अपने साइकिल पे ब्रास की चीज़ें वो बेचने के लिए लेके जाया करता था, तो वो अक्सर जो था वो उस पार्क के पास से गुज़रता था. He dealt in brass. and had done so far more years than he could count. He had been dealing in brass for many years and he could not count those years. It means that he had been working for many years in brass. The work, hard bargaining. हार्ड बार्गेनिंग मीन्स सेटलिंग प्राइस ऑफ द थिंग्स, यानी जब आप चीज़ें ख़रीदते हैं तो उनका भाव ताव करते हैं. व्हेन मेकिंग हिज परचेसेस, व्हेन ही वेंट टू द मार्केट to purchase, to buy brass items, he settled the price of things with a lot of argumentation and discussion and more hard bargaining when selling to the customers. And he went into hard bargaining when now he was to sell those things to his customers with an eye for, with an eye having a purpose for a good deal, so that he might be able to get more money from the customers. So he went into a hard bargaining with his customers. Had made him weary. Weary means tired. He had to bargain first in the market to buy the things, then he went to the customers, and the customers when came to him, and he had again gone into the hard bargaining with them so that he might get good profit from them. And all this work had made him tired. अब वो थक चुका था, इतने सालों से वो काम कर रहा था, तो अब वो थक चुका था. And he now spent many hours of the day and night thinking about doing something that was a bit more settled. Settled means calm, peaceful. Actually, as I have told you, that he had tired, and that's why he wanted to leave that business of brass items which he sold to the customers. Now he wanted to start some other business other than this bicycle business. He took his bicycle and went around the area to sell those things to the customers. How pleasant it would be to have some employment, job. He was thinking to have some good job that did not require many miles of footwork. He had to go on foot for many miles and he had tired, so he wanted to start such a job as might give him some peace and calm. He had often mused means thought. He had often thought to start some job, to get some job where he had not to go on foot for miles. I am going to open a cafe, Amr said to his wife abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly. One morning he suddenly said to his wife, I am going to open a cafe. As he was preparing to set off for work. Set off means leave, go. When he was about to go to his work, I mean to sell his brass items to the customers. Before going, he said to his wife abruptly, suddenly, I am going to open a cafe. कि मैं एक कैफ़े स्टार्ट करने जा रहा हूँ. Yes, agreed Maham. Maham is the name of his wife. I mean Amar's wife, Maham. Without further comment. She did not comment, for she had heard him voice his plans for the future on many occasions before. Times. She had already heard him many times that he often discussed his dreams, his wishes with his wife, but he never fulfilled his desires. So his wife thought that it is just a pipe dream and he would not be able to materialize his dream. Nothing had ever come of these schemes of his, and she had always ridiculed them, made fun of them. वो उनका मजाक उड़ाया करती थी. यानी आमर जब भी को कहता था कि मैंने ये काम स्टार्ट करना है, तो वो उनका मजाक उड़ाया करती थी, चूँकि वो समझती थी कि ये सिर्फ इसकी ख्वाहिशात ही हैं, हवाई किले हैं जो ये बनाता रहता है, तो ये कभी भी उनको पूरा नहीं कर पाएगा. So and she had always ridiculed them as being mere pipe dreams. Pipe dreams means future plans. He always discussed a lot of plans with his wife, but he never fulfilled his future plans, his desires, his wishes, his dreams. So his wife actually did not pay any attention to him when he said that I am going to open a cafe. There you go again, she had said with good humor in days gone by. In the past days, she would often say with good humor, happily, in a good mood, there you go again, कि आप दोबारा शुरू हो गए हैं. You and your grand schemes, settle down. Have you settled down somewhere? Will you be able to have a peaceful and cool life? I would like to see it. She would say, I would like to see when you would be able to materialize your dreams, materialize the wishes. There is no more chance of that than of my becoming president. She says, you cannot materialize your desires, and the chances of your materializing the desires is equal to my becoming the president. As I cannot become the president of the country, in the same way, you cannot materialize your desires, materialize your wishes. कि बस आप ख्याली पुलाव ही बनाते रहते हैं, करते कुछ नहीं हैं. There was no laughter now. There was no laughter. She did not even smile this time. Simply a quiet resignation. Quiet means silent. Resignation means acceptance. As she has accepted the situation that her husband would not be able to change their life, she had long given up. Given up means left hope of a change in their circumstances. Circumstances means conditions, situations. She had realized, she had accepted that her husband would never be able to progress. They would not be able to have a better life. So she got silent. His extended absences from home had not suited either of them. He had to go away from the home for many, many hours, and it was not suitable for both of them. I really mean it this time. He told her, Amar told her, now I really mean. He actually wanted to say that he had determined to open a cafe, that he would definitely tell her. He assured her, comprehending. Comprehending means understanding the disbelief in her eyes. He knew that there was disbelief in the eyes of his wife, because he knew that his wife did not believe him, because he had a lot of dreams that he had discussed with his wife, and never ever he was able to materialize his dreams. So that's why his wife did not believe when he said that he wanted to start a business. I have already found a place to build it, my cafe. Actually, now he wants to start a cafe, that is. And the money is in the bank. The deposit is secure at any rate. Secure means safe. The deposit means the money that he has kept in the bank. He says that his money is safe. And what is more, the old lady. Actually, this old lady is the owner of that plot, is the owner of that house that had crumbled down, that had broken down. And the old lady is the owner of that house. And the old lady has assured me that I can pay the rest in my own good time. The old lady had assured him that he could be able to give the money to the old lady, the rest of the money to the old lady, when he was able to pay her, when he had good times, when he had money enough to pay to that lady. You will see, we shall be more settled, more content. Content means satisfied, and much happier at long last. And we can both work as a team. Actually, he wants to tell his wife that we both will run that cafe. His wife will also be able to work with him in his cafe. Steady on, Amar, soothed Maham. Soothed means calmed. Maham, suspecting. Suspecting means disbelieving. संभल जाओ आमर, उसकी बीवी ने उसको तसल्ली देते हुए कहा, समझाते हुए कहा. अगरचे she was not hopeful that her husband might be able to start this business, as she thought that it is another pipe dream, as he has already been discussing with her, that he was getting carried away by his fancies. Fancies means desires, dreams. She thought that it is another pipe dream, as he has always been discussing with her. What place? What deposit? What lady? She did not know anything about these things. That's why she said, what place? What deposit? What lady? Ahmed did not look at her directly or give her an answer right away. He pulled the length of a rope off a hook on the wall and used it to tie up one of the baskets that was in danger of coming away from the bicycle frame. He did not answer to his wife. Rather, she took a rope from the hook and began to tie a basket with his bicycle so that it might not come away, it might not fall down. That would not do at all, he thought to himself. As he heaved means use force to move. जैसे ही वो रस्सी को खींचने लगा तो वो उसने अपने आप से सोचा ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. On the loose end, as he heaved on the loose end of the rope and fastened means tied, knotted it to the basket. जैसे ही उसने उस रस्सी को उस बास्केट के साथ बांध दिया तो अपने हिसाब से उसने सोचा that would not do at all, ऐसे बात नहीं बनेगी. To have all my wares tumble down. Wares means goods that he wanted to sell to the customers. Tumble down, fall down accidentally because of one loose string. कि एक अगर लस्सी ज़रा ढीली रह जाए तो बास्केट तो फिर गिर जाएगी और उसमें जितने ब्रास के आइटम्स हैं वो सारे गिर जाएंगे. What a thought! What place? Replied Amar eventually. Eventually means finally, at last. At last, after much thinking, Amar replied to his wife, what place, having taken his time in coming up with a satisfactory explanation. He actually, he was thinking about the answer. Why? What place? Why the one on the corner? What place? The place that is there on the corner next to the park, as we discussed in the beginning of this lesson. You know, the one with the mulberry tree in it, where our boys used to play so long ago. Actually, now boys do not go to that place because there is debris. There are a lot of broken pieces over there. I found out who the owner of that land is now, and I have agreed to buy it. Actually, this old lady is the owner of that house, and Amar says that he has discussed with the lady and the lady has agreed to sell his house, his plot to Amar. I have been putting away a little money each week for years, Maham. He says to Maham that I have been saving a little money every week for years. Now I have enough money to buy that land. It is all agreed. So there is no use in trying to deter me from this. Deter me means prevent, stop. Actually, he wants to say to his wife Maham, you cannot stop me from buying that land and starting my own cafe there. The bank is going to lend me the money. The old lady has agreed to sell it to me. I shall start to clear the land on Saturday. Our cafe will not be a dream for much longer. He shares his plans with his wife that he has arranged everything to buy that piece of land, and he will be able to open his cafe in that plot, and he will clear everything in the coming Saturday. Dear students, page number 59. It is the second last paragraph of the page 59. Maham stood and gaped at him. Gaped means stare with open mouth. She did not believe that her husband was right, his husband was speaking the truth or not. She was lost for words to have nothing to say. She could not say anything. She did not know whether to shout for joy or to weep. She did neither, but stood and stared blankly at him. She did not speak a word, but with open mouth she kept looking at her husband, trying to take in. Take in means understand and make sense of all this news. She actually wanted to understand what it was all about, whether it was a true story or not. I shall tell you all about it when I get back this evening, proposed Amar in haste. Amar ने जल्दी से कहा, मैं आपको शाम को आके बताऊंगा. As he shakily, unsteadily wheeled his bicycle out of the courtyard into the alley. Alley means a street, lane. Shakily, unsteadily. जैसे ही वो अपनी बाइसिकल को धकेलते हुए, डगमगाते हुए गली में चला गया. And then, like a shadow under a fleeting cloud, he was gone. Fleeting means passing, and he was gone like the shadow under a passing cloud. It means वो जल्दी से वहाँ से चला गया. Amr pushed his bicycle to the top of the cobbled alley. Cobbled means the street that is made of round stones, and onto the main road. Then he went to the main road. He did not stop there to mount his bicycle. Mount his bicycle, ride his bicycle. वो अपनी bicycle पर सवार नहीं हुआ आज. वैसे पहले वो होता था, as he usually did, using the bench on the corner as a platform. There was a bench on the corner, and he put his foot over the bench and rode his bicycle, but today he did not ride his bicycle. Instead, he decided to take a stroll. Stroll means saunter, wander. He wanted to walk over there, stroll past the vacant plot. Vacant plot means empty plot. Actually, this is the plot where he wanted to open his cafe. So he wanted to have a better view, better look of the plot. That's why he did not ride his bicycle. He decided to take a stroll past the vacant plot so that he could take another long look at it. He had revealed means disclosed, shared his plans to his wife at long last, and he now felt more comfortable within himself. After sharing his dream, after sharing his plan with his wife, he was now very satisfied. He was very comfortable. He was very cool and calm. It had taken a long time for him to do so. What had taken him long time? To arrange money and making certain other arrangements for the plot. It took a long time to him, and it had been a strain. Strain means stress, difficult task, pressure, keeping it a secret. It was difficult for him to keep it a secret with him, and that's why he shared his secret with his wife. He had not wanted to be put off his objective in any way. All those restless nights of planning and surmising means guessing, assuming, would now come to an end, as he had finally planned to open his cafe there. So before that, he had been thinking during the day and the night how he would be able to open his cafe there, and now he was satisfied that he would definitely and finally open a cafe in that vacant plot. All the final negotiations. Negotiations means discussions, and visits to the bank could be undertaken with greater ease and peace of mind. Now all the discussions and visits to the bank were easy for him because he had made certain arrangements of money, and certain other matters were finalized by him and the old lady who was the owner of that vacant plot. He had come clean. He had come clean means he had spoken the truth to his wife. अपनी बीवी के सामने उसने सच बता दिया था कि वो क्या चाहता है. She knew, and she would soon come round. Come round means agree, convince. He thought that his wife would agree and convince and help him in reaching his goal and help him in opening the cafe. She would be able to help him in making certain arrangements in his cafe. He could now relax and dream some more about his cafe. His heart filled with excitement. Excitement means pleasure, enjoyment. He was now going to open a cafe in a couple of days, in a few days. So he was filled with excitement, pleasure and enjoyment at the thought of how Maham would feel and how she would react when he told her that evening of the progress he had already made on the deal. He thought that when he would come back in the evening and he would tell all the plans he had already finalized, his wife would be very happy to listen all his plans. And how together they would be proud owners of the cafe. They both would be the owners of that cafe, and they would be very happy. And how their circumstances, conditions, situations would change for the better. And he thought that when they would be able to open a cafe, they would get a lot of money, and with that money they would be able to change their life. Their circumstances, their conditions would be very better. Their conditions would be better than before. As he wheeled his unsteady bicycle, unsteady, shaking, unstable, past the forlorn sight. Forlorn sight, empty, desolate. That empty plot, when he passed by that empty plot, Amr saw in his mind what the cafe would look like. When he was passing by the plot, in his mind he was thinking when he would be able to open a cafe there, what the cafe would look like. He makes a sketch of his cafe in his mind. He could see himself standing outside the entrance, smiling. Entrance means door, gate of the cafe, and he would be smiling, standing by the side of the door of his cafe. There would be no finer cafe anywhere in the town, and he thought that his cafe would be the best cafe in his town. Maham was there too, somewhere in the background, and all this he is thinking in his mind. She was busily arranging glistening. Glistening means shining plates, white plates on the counter, and ladling. Ladling means serve with spoon, steaming dal and chicken curry into tiny bowls. यानी वो लैडलिंग मीन्स बड़े चम्मच के साथ वो स्टीमिंग भाप निकलती हुई दाल और चिकन जो है वो बड़े बड़े बोल्स में, छोटे छोटे बोल्स में डाल रही होगी. Another man, the chef, was removing hot golden naan. नान वो जो खाने वाला नान होता है, from a glowing oven at the back. और पिछले हिस्से में यानी कैफ़े की पिछली तरफ एक तंदूर होगा जहाँ से वो जो शेफ़ है जो नान लगाने वाला है वो गोल्डन नान निकाल रहा होगा तंदूर से. He was smiling too and seemed happy with his work. And all this is what he is thinking in his mind. It is not happening actually. He feels, as I told you, that he is a daydreamer. वो ख्याली पुलाव बनाने वाला है तो अभी से सारा कुछ सोचना शुरू हो गया है कि कैसे होगा. Two young boys, smartly attired. Attired means dressed. Smartly dressed in white shirts and black trousers, were carrying trays laden with naan, rotis and overflowing bowls. ओवरफ्लोइंग, टीमिंग, ब्रिमिंग, पूरी तरह भरे हुए बोल्स जो होंगे जिसमें वो अभी हमने ज़िक्र किया था स्टीमिंग दाल और चिकन का. टू द लॉन्ग टेबल्स एट वन एंड ऑफ द बिल्डिंग एट विच सैट रोज ऑफ ईगर डाइनर्स. जहाँ एक लंबी कतारें होंगी खाना खाने वालों की और वो इंतज़ार कर रहे होंगे कि कब उनके पास खाना आए और वो खाएं. तो वो ये सारा कुछ सोच रहा है. स्वेट रोल्ड ऑफ द बॉयज़ ब्रोज. लड़कों जो वो शेफ़ होंगे, जो वो वेटर्स वहाँ काम कर रहे होंगे, उनके ब्रोज से पसीना टपक रहा होगा. एज दे वर्कड फीवरिशली. फीवरिशली मीन्स हेस्टीली, जैसे वो तेज़ी से काम कर रहे होंगे तो उनके चेहरे पे, ब्रोज पे पसीना आ गया होगा. डॉजिंग एक्सपर्टली. डॉजिंग मीन्स शिफ्ट अबाउट. बड़ी महारत से वो रास्ता बना के जा रहे होंगे. अमंगस्ट द थ्रॉन्ग ऑफ डाइनर्स. थ्रॉन्ग मीन्स क्राउड. वहाँ खाना खाने वालों का एक मजमा होगा तो उनके बीच में से वो बड़ी महारत से रास्ता बना के बड़ी तेज़ी से वो काम कर रहे होंगे जिसकी वजह से उनकी ब्रोज पे पसीना आया हुआ होगा. आउटसाइड and all the way down the pavement. पेवमेंट मीन्स रोडवे, यानी कैफ़े के बाहर जो पेवमेंट है, जो रोडवे होगा. देयर वॉज अ वाइंडिंग क्यू. वाइंडिंग मीन्स ट्विस्टिंग, क्यू मीन्स लाइन, रो, एक लंबी कतार होगी ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेंट पीपल. एक्सपेक्टेंट, वेटिंग पीपल, waiting for tables in the cafe. The people would be standing outside the cafe to wait for the tables to get free so that they might be able to sit there. Actually, Amr is thinking that there will be a lot of people inside the cafe and outside the cafe. The noise of the chatter and laughter filled the air. The people sitting inside the cafe would be enjoying, and they would be talking a lot and laughing a lot. There would be a beautiful atmosphere inside the cafe, and Amr beamed with pride. Beamed, glowed with pride. फख्र के साथ वो देख रहा होगा as he welcomed customers, old and new, young and ancient. यानी वो जितने भी बूढ़े और जवान, नए और जो पुराने उनके कस्टमर्स होंगे, गाहक यानी खाना खाने वाले उसके कैफ़े में, उनको वो वेलकम कर रहा होगा. द लार्जेस्ट एंड द शाइनिएस्ट नियॉन साइन बोर्ड he had ever seen twinkled and glowed attractively. Glowed means shined, attractively, beautifully. There would be a neon signboard. Neon signboard is a signboard that is written with the tube lights. यानी आमर्स कैफ़े जो है वो ट्यूब लाइट्स के साथ रोशनियों के साथ उसके कैफ़े के दरवाजे के ऊपर लिखा हुआ होगा, उस बोर्ड पे लिखा हुआ होगा आमर्स कैफ़े. High above the entrance, Amer's Cafe, Amer's Cafe, Amer's Cafe. It blinked. Blinked means flashed, twinkled, and then further lighted words came on below it, one at a time, ever so slowly, which read, the only place in town. यानी the only place in town भी लाइटों से लिखा हुआ होगा और ये वर्ड्स बारी बारी स्लोली लाइटों में जगमगा के जाहिर हो रहे होंगे. The lights dimmed and blurred. Dimmed means faded and blurred means unclear, faint. यानी वो लाइटें जगमगा रही होंगी, जल बुझ रही होंगी. As Amer's eyes filled with tears of joy. और आमर की आंखों में भी खुशी से आंसू निकल आए और वो ख्वाबों में सोच रहा है, वो सोचते हुए ही उसकी आंखों से खुशी के आंसू निकल आए. And the lights of the cafe merging in some incredible way. Merging means combining. In some incredible way, unbelievable way, became part of the real lights. यानी वो उसके ख्यालों में जो लाइट्स थीं वो हकीकी लाइट्स के साथ मिक्स हो गईं. कौन सी हकीकी लाइट्स थीं? द ट्रैफिक लाइट्स अहेड ऑफ हिम. वो साइकिल पे आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जो जब जा रहा था तो उसके सामने ट्रैफिक लाइट्स आ गई, ट्रैफिक उसके सामने से आ गई. देयर इज़ अ ड्रीम वर्थ लिविंग फॉर, थॉट आमर. आमर ने सोचा ये तो एक ऐसा ख्वाब है जिसके बारे में ज़िंदा रहा जाए, यानी अच्छी उसकी ज़िंदगी हो जाएगी. एज ही trundled on. Trundled on means moved heavily, pushing his bicycle ahead of him. This is a dream worth dying. But, dear students, but the thought remained incomplete. All the thoughts he was thinking about his cafe, about opening his cafe, all the thoughts of his wife working in his cafe, the thoughts about the workers working in his cafe, the long row of diners and the people waiting outside his cafe, and the chef who was taking out the naan from the oven. All his thoughts remained incomplete. Amer did not see the truck or hear the screech of brakes. Screech means loud sound of brakes. There suddenly came a truck in front of him and he was lost in his thoughts, so he did not see the truck or the screech, the loud sound of the brakes. They were only glints. Glints means brief flash in his subconscious mind. Subconscious means unconscious part of mind. Actually ये उसके तहत शऊर में महज रोशनियों की तरह चमके, यानी the truck and the screech of brakes, they were just only glints in his subconscious mind. He thought that these were the lights of his cafe. Sights and sounds. Sights that he was thinking in his mind, and the sounds of the brakes mingled. Mingled means mixed and became one with the noise of the diners in Amer's cafe. All the sights and sounds which were in reality, I mean the sight of the truck and the sound of the brakes, mingled with the noise of the diners in Amer's cafe. The flashing neon lights shone brightly for a moment, flickered in his mind, twinkled in his mind, and then went out completely. Blackness enveloped Amer's world. The truck, ran over him. He was run over by the truck, and ultimately, unfortunately, he died over there on the spot. That's all of today's lecture, dear students. If you have any problem, if you have any question, you may comment in the feedback group or you may comment in the comment section below. I'll be there to answer your questions. Till some next lecture, take a very good care of yourself and your dear ones. Thank you very much.